Greetings, YouTubers. How's it going out there in YouTube land? Hopefully it's going pretty good. Just another day / night in paradise, right? That's what I thought. Well, my last video here on the Trailblazer, I had low fuel pressure. It was hard starting, a long extended crank. Sometimes it would take 30 seconds before it would actually start. Did a fuel pressure test, down to 0. So I found out the issue. I originally thought the fuel pump was getting bad. It took me about 20 minutes to take off the gas tank. I've had it off before. Here's what I found. When I pulled this unit out, it came out sideways like this. This side had come loose from the container right there, allowing that black thing, you see it right about, let's see if I can get a good picture of it, that return line right there where my thumb is, it had disconnected right there. So this is why I was losing fuel pressure. So what I'm going to have to do is, when I put this back in here, is make sure that the side of this right here gets down in there. Somewhere I probably hit a hole in the road. And I will tell you, I was in Tennessee, western Tennessee, and there are some humongous potholes on the interstate. I thought our roads were bad, but go to Tennessee, folks. So I bet you when I hit a couple of those hard potholes, it jarred this loose. It had to, because if I put 2 and 2 together, it happened right after I left Tennessee. So what I'm going to do is kind of pull this apart and make sure that is in there. I don't know how well you can see that. See that right there? That round tube should go over that plastic piece right there, and that seals that up and keeps the fuel pressure in the return line going back to the engine. So that's what my problem was. I thought it was kind of odd that the fuel pump would be going bad already, but it ran fine until I got it started. So enough of that chit chat. I'm going to go ahead and put all this back together, put the tank back on it, and we're going to come back here and see if this takes care of the problems. I'm going to go ahead and stick this all back together, but I thought I'd make this video here just to kind of give you some idea. If you are having low fuel pressure problems, this is one area you can look. Unfortunately, this vehicle does not have an excess panel in the vehicle to get in there and get into any of this. So yeah, 20 minutes, drop the tank off. I got about 5 gallons of gas in it. I drained out. So all I got to do now is put it back together. So I was really surprised that was setting sideways when I pulled it out of there. So all right, I'll come back here in a little bit and we'll put it together and we'll start it up and see how it goes. All right, so I'll tell you what, before I put this all back together, I want to show you what I had to do. Those tabs would not stay connected. So what I did, I just drilled a small hole, put a brass screw there and a little screw there, and it ain't coming off because this thing only has 3 places where it's connected. So you can see that tab's still there, but even that one's not quite all the way in. But that one there broke. I tried to bend it a little bit, but these plastic housings in these gas tanks, you can't really do a whole lot with them. And here is the original one that was in it. You can see it's in pretty bad shape. And there's what was left of the other when I changed it 6 months ago. But that's another video. But that's what I did. So I think I'm okay now. And that should not come back apart. And I should be able to maintain my fuel pressure. Okay, so there you go. Let me go ahead and stick this back together and put some gas in the vehicle and see if we have decent fuel pressure. Okay, so we got everything back together. It took me about another 20 minutes to put the tank back on. And I got gasoline in it. I got about 4 or 5 gallons. And let's see what this thing does. It should take, as soon as I hit the key, it should start. It should not crank over no more than 3 or 4 seconds. So let me shut the door. I'm going to cycle the key a couple times to bring the fuel pressure up, like it should be. And I'm going to hold the key on for about 10 seconds because before the fuel pressure would just drop off in about 10 seconds. Now, in theory, if it's fixed, after 10 or 20 seconds with the key still on, it should start right up just like that. All right, a couple more seconds. All right, let's see what we got. So here we go. That's the way it should start. Yes. All right, so it looks like it took care of the problem. All right, wait a few seconds here. That's the way, yes. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to bore you guys. I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to wait about 5 minutes. I'm come back and hit this starter and see if it takes right off. So I'm going to let it run here for a second. Okay, I'm going to shut it off. All right, I'm gonna come back here in about 5 minutes and we'll see if it starts up just like it should. Okay, it's been a good 5 minutes. Give me enough time here to clean up a little bit. Let's hop it up here and see what we got. See if it takes off on the first start. So here we go. Yep, that's the way it should be. So that definitely fixed the problem. So if you have this issue with long starts, I've had this happen on several vehicles in the past. The fuel pressure just drops off, and if you crank on it long enough, the fuel pump finally builds up pressure, then it'll start running. So it looks like that took care of the issue. All right, so that's it, guys. Now some of you are wondering, why didn't I just go ahead and put this new fuel pump in there while I'm at it? Well, the one in the tank is the original one. It has no problems. It just, like I said, started losing fuel pressure. And I always carry an extra fuel pump and an alternator with me on all my long trips that I take out, especially in the Midwest, because those are two things a mechanic will tell you that you should always bring with you, because if you break down in the middle of nowhere with an alternator that goes out, you can change it right there, side of the road. Fuel pumps, pretty much the same thing. You can get the gas out of the tank, but this is why I didn't put it in. I'm going to carry this with me whenever I go on trips, but that's the reason I didn't go ahead and put a new fuel pump in it. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like any of my videos, give me a thumbs up and all that, and hopefully this will help you out. So until my next video, I will see you guys later.